Hey y'all, welcome back to another stream. Getting a bit of a late start, so let's go ahead and just jump right in. Y'all know the shebang. If you don't, feel free to ask questions, and I'll be happy to answer them along the way. Most of the stuff that I want to share is in the scroll, and may or may not be shown up. May or may not show up in the chat space. But yeah, if you have any questions, go ahead and let me know, and I will answer them. Alright. Alright, so we're currently on chapter 25. Got a little bit of writing done earlier today. Didn't hit 3,000 words today, so I'm hoping for a bit more than 3,000 today. What did we end off with yesterday? 89 something? So I'm hoping for 11.9 something. And I'm currently at 98. So yeah, about a third of the way there. Alright. So Elements is a little behind. Anyway, let's get to writing. The character's nearly passed out yesterday, and now today she's essentially rescued. So let's go. Brunette nodded. Her body. Oh, wait. Sorry about that. I do need to try to grift, so. Yeah, when we get to 5 viewers, then that will grow again, and then 10, and we'll get a full page. I know it's not a lot for a full hour-ish, or even probably less than an hour, but we'll see what we get. The brunette nodded, her body nearly leaning forward with the motion. So I got stuff flashing on my screen. I need to... getting distracted. Sorry. Leaning forward with emotion. Had her hands not been braced on the mare's shoulders, or had Nick not been keeping his arms close by, she might have toppled from the small action. With no regard to what just happened, she elaborated. She had a device that lit up the forest as if she pulled the sun from the sky. She heard Nick and a breath behind her. She did what? Bear shook her head. I don't know what exactly it was. These were was not something the scout ever wanted to witness. It was... she trailed off. There wasn't trailed off. Not finding. Fighting? Finding the right word. The duo rode in silence again. They rode in silence for several minutes. Before Nick asked, "Are we going in the right direction?" Bear looked around to get her bearings. The tribe was near the heart of the western portion of Sylark. Wait, eastern. Yeah, this mixed up too much. If they had moved, she wouldn't know. If they had moved, she didn't know. But if they had, they would be closer. Nowhere they were, and the distance would be that much shorter. Currently, you could see that they were still their souls journey. They're still a couple days away where she recalled him to be. In another day, they were a day out. They were a day away coming across the county. At the thought, but pushed it away. Bear frowned at the thought, pushed it away. Mountains to the south. Mountains were to the south. The mountain edge was to the south, and the soil was beginning to firm and rise. Yeah, and raise up higher. Starting to become more dense. Alright, get her up, but push it away. She said, another day and a half. Straight east. So I believe the east parts. sword coming. Okay. Dropped her off so soon into the forest. That mean the tribe wasn't far off. Or was she really? To torture. Oh, there's that realizations they just had that Farrah should have. Oops. Well, let's go with it. Oh, she really just trying to torture was the dead man kind on purpose? Very kind. A feeling tugged at her from the back of her head. She felt like she should know who that dead man was. Luca. The last couple days were replayed. Last couple days that she became a prisoner of her laughing guard. Guard to Nick finding her. Oh, that's right. It's dark now too, isn't it? I'm so bad at time. To Nick finding her. Let me make a note. Alright, so Nick cared for her through the night, and in the morning, there we go. Problem solved. Sorry for any dizziness in the corner there. The last couple of days from the time that she was guard to Nick finding her and nursing her to walking health. Sped by illness. She tried to recall as she tried to grasp what she felt like she should be recalling. She whispered as she read, as realization set in. Lucas said those words. Waiting on the Foreseen's return. Alright. So a decent amount of action that chapter. And I'm pausing now because I'm trying to figure out where I want to go next with this. But let me see what floor count we're at. I'm doing the chat. That's because I like this toy. Ooh. Oh yeah, I forgot house painting. God, I don't know why it does that. I'll have to look into that. But cool beans. So 1,600 words away from hitting my goal for the day. Alright. But no, we're working on the next chapter now. For the jump. Chapter 26. Okay, so and one day I think we're going to visit Deja again. Declared as she chewed on a piece of turkey at one of the Foreseen Knights. Elric. I don't like Elric. I need a list of names, dang it. Shoot. Kip. It's a quick name. Kip, provided to her. She was sitting around the fire with Kip and the other two guards, with Rainy not too far off. With Rainy bound not too far off. The other two guards. A small camp, complete with small tents, had been set up for the small group while they awaited the Azores and the Carlathian envoy to show up by the third day as promised. We shall see. The lead knight. I gotta give him a name now too. Let's see. Sorry. I feel like I want to call him Tim. Just have everybody have like a simple 3-letter name. Is that terrible? It feels terrible though. Todd with 2 Ds? Kip and Todd? apparently nobody's had a normal name so far, so start with normal names. Let's see, let's go with, I'm just gonna stick my hands on the keyboard. Oh, that doesn't help at all. Ooh, Pafan. You should tell if that was his personal name or his family name. Lily Knight Pafan replied, biting into his own jerky in response. Days have already passed. He pointed out. If they wanted to, if they wanted to meet, they would have arrived already. Let me make note of the scenery. It was now the evening of the second day, with the sky turning from a light cerulean blue to an inky hot indigo darkness with pinpricks, points of starlight blinking into view. 2 days has went out. If they wanted to meet, they would have arrived already. We said 3, and we will honor 3. So, spoke up. He was gathering some soft breads. Excuse me. He's gathering some soft breads. That their rider might have paused. It's possible that the rider might have paused before rest. So that I paused again, knowing they still have time. It is possible. Deja frowned and pursed her lips and thought she wanted to. Excuse me. Deja frowned and pursed her thoughts. Oh, excuse me. My tip had a point. But she felt like it was pointless. Tip had a point, but she felt like meeting with these people would be a pointless endeavor. They had explained to her after the deal was struck the importance of ensuring that her nation that she was safe. Excuse me. They had explained to her how Steele struck the importance of ensuring their nation knew that she was safe. So she, and while she was aware of that importance, the knowledge did nothing to quell the desire to want to get on with her journeys. Ooh, excuse me. Oh man, sleepiness is kicking in hard. Sorry, I got a message just looking at it. There's nothing to do about that though, so. Anyway, sorry. And while she was aware of the importance of the Miller desire to get on with her, the only reason she didn't was because she needed these nights to help guide her smoothly into Fornea proper, and on to the city kingdom of Francia. If she did them dirty, if she broke her word with them, then that would lead to more friction. As she neared her goals. She couldn't have that if she was to fulfill her destiny and fight the great evil and the great darkness. And she would need as much at her disposal as she could muster. Oh dear. As much muster. And she would as much at her disposal as she could gather. So her destiny and darkness if Francia, if Kashif was hello. Oh yay, buffering. If Kashif was truthful in his assessment of Francia's scientific discoveries, then this would be an invaluable stop for her. She needed to find her So that the others were to uphold their bargain, their end of the bargain. She would be. She could assure whoever it was from Karlath, that she was just fine and she will return once she has gathered all of the information she could ever hope to gain. Knowing her kinsmen, they'd probably insist she go back immediately. I'll make that another paragraph. They'd probably insist that she go back immediately. She has stating something about her having no business outside. About her having no real business outside of the Sandy Nation. That's enough force for that. And these 4-man knights could easily take on one. Luke say the councilman? I'm gonna say yes. Councilman, if getting into if he that's too far. Oh, excuse me. So yawny. Sorry about that. Should be on counter. Distracting myself. Sorry. Taking of course to go, and these are my could easily do it. So if it was a diplomatic endeavor, they might not have the same. They might not end the fight the same way they did with the other other Karlathian guards, whose bodies were taken away to be burned. She tried not to think about it, to dwell on it. Too much. But the thought of her fellow Karlathians being piled up, let's say big bug her. She reminded herself that it was their custom to do this after large scale skirmishes, as a way look at the spoils. It took different for the spoils and all that. Still, that she should remain here while their life Keshev was also dead because he was trying to bring her back to Karloff. That's still more. That's still more. That's still more. It was because of her their bodies they dreamed of life, but their lives had ended prematurely, Kesha was also dead because he was trying to bring her back to Karloff. Kesha, here, was also among those men trying to bring her back to Karloff. The memory of her poisoning him, so she could make her escape was vivid. Was a vivid intruder. Was a vivid intruder in her mind each time she thought about the bonfire, of the fire, and remember. Let's see. That was a kind of a tangent, so let's see where the group was talking. Hold on. Let's see. Spoke up. The group had gotten comfortable with the silence after Kip's reasoning, and the young knight, the young man went to take the breads over to Rini, who reluctantly ate what he was, excuse me, being offered. Deja watched the two men for a while, and then looked over at Foreseen. Somehow she had a feeling that Praencia did not have the same prisoner system that Karloff had. Foreseen glanced from his jerky to the bound and healing prisoner, then looked Deja in the eyes, in the face. He will stand trial and be asked to explain his actions. Depending on how well the panel takes his explanations, say well. Depending on how the panel takes his explanations, he will be, is it punished? Judged and punished accordingly. Let's see the punishments. Does the city have? The night chore. Yeah, I will say chortled. Indesia was surprised that such a sound existed. Something of a laugh. Something between a laugh. And a snicker. She didn't ask him about the noise though. And he explained. There are a variety. Most are given supervised feed. Supervised leave, whereupon most are given sentences. I'll say jail time. Are given jail sentences and are only allowed out of their cells to toil for the kingdom. Day of labor allows them 2 days. The labor is not, labor is not anything to, I'll say the labor is laborious, so we would not, probably more stuff needed, but it's fine. Those that don't stay in the jail until their sentence is up. Others are condemned to death or execution, or exile. Those are the most common. Sometimes the panel gets creative, such as demanding indentured servitude, such as indentured servitude for a year, such as placing a thief into his career, making one work different profession. Or making one retoil the entire field and place with their sentence. Palace and place of the jail sentence. It all depends on how they take your friends. continued. Since he's a foreigner, it's likely that the result will be exile. But what does that just mean? We're taking him to Parisia only to bring him back here? Deja thought, asked, confused by the logic. The man nodded. Yes. It's not efficient. He admitted. But this is to ensure that the proper justice does get served. Oh, I just thought I wanted to go with this, but I don't remember anymore. It's also likely that there may be other punishments. Full exile is the most likely. I'll say reluctant, but understanding. He's not understanding. It seemed like a lot of unnecessary work. She could just fight him to the death now, but it did also give him the chance to live, which is what she did try to encourage. Like that, like we're getting info dump here, but I don't like that no action is happening here. Alright, got about 800 more words to go, but I'm gonna start wrapping it up, I guess. One more day. She asked. One more day. Confirmed. A few hours later, the nights. A few hours later, he met the camp had settled down for rest. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up the stream here. We're just I hate. Okay, we'll get 7 more minutes and then I'll wrap it up. Let's see how much I can work in 7 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and focus. I'm gonna turn off the microphone. Give me a sec. I'll keep the microphone on, but I'll minimize chat so I'm not looking at chat. Okay. Let's try to do a sprint in 7 minutes. Well, 5 minutes, and then I'll probably ramble for 2. Anyway, a few hours later, the camera said, "No rest." Deja lay on her back, staring up at the starry night. Starry night. The nights for Nayan Nights. Don't. Yeah. Sprint. The Foreseen Nights. I decided to take turns and watch the concept. Fair had tried to teach her. Let's see. Was sitting rest, whittling a small branch into some sort of shape that Tisha could not make out before she laid down, nor could she even now. Instead, she sat up and looked around. Okay. Called the night. His name was Boswell. Called the night. The night named Boswell. She nodded. "I want to go prisoner," she said. He eyed her. No weapons. She held up her hands as if to surrender, and then undid her knife belt, I don't know what to call it, and allowed it to drop to the ground with both of her long daggers hitting the earth with a soft thud. You might not be awake. Boswell gave an affirmative nod. You might not be awake, you know. He warned her. Aisha shrugged. I'll be watching. A smirk crossed her face. I know. It was less because she had something in mind, but more that she knew that if Amy were to pull some sort of stunt again, these men would have her back. It felt weird needing someone to have her back. She should ideally be the strongest and be able to take care of everyone. That's why she would continue this pilgrimage. Whatever happened, whatever the sacrifice. Sorry, Kisha. She mentally apologized as she crossed the grass toward the curled up body of the Azordic tractor. 7:15. Not 7:15. 9:15. So, like I said, about 5-ish minutes, and then I'll spend the rest of the time rambling. Where are we at time-wise? Oh, literally a minute left. So let's take a look at the word count. I'm just going to do it in Twitch because it doesn't look like we have anybody in YouTube currently. I'm just trying to do this to avoid spam, to be quite honest. So do it in here. Oh, it did it in. Okay, I think I see why it did doubled up then. Good to know. 300 words away, so I'll probably get those knocked out off stream. But I am going to go ahead and wrap it up here. Thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. I'll try to be back tomorrow night. I've got some packing to do for my trip, so that will be done tomorrow night too. So tomorrow's going to be fun. We'll see what goes where tomorrow night, but I am planning on streaming. If not, keep an eye out on Discord. I'll keep people appraised there. But yeah, thank you all so much for joining me. Just remember, all proceeds from the stream go to babydj.org, and if you feel the need to donate directly, go to babydj.org, and there should be a donation button that you can use to make a donation. Alright, y'all. I will see you next time, whether it's tomorrow or Thursday. Bye!